The price of betrayal. There was a time I didn't think I'd survive. Not just through the day, but at all. There were nights when I sat alone in the dark holding a bottle of pills, convinced the only way to end the pain was to end it all. For 15 years, I gave everything to my marriage. I stayed home to raise our children, to create a home where they felt loved and safe. I sacrificed my dreams and my career to support the person I trusted most in the world. I believed we were building a future together. But while I was holding everything together, they were tearing it apart. The betrayal didn't just hurt, it shattered me, my husband and my brother's wife, the person who I watched bring my niece and nephew into the world, who cried with me, celebrated with me, who I thought was my friend. It wasn't just infidelity, it was betrayal by someone who was supposed to be family. To know that the people I trusted most had been lying to me, conspiring behind my back, it broke something inside me that I'm not sure will ever fully heal. And now she lives in my old home, the home where I raised my children, the home where I poured my heart into creating memories, warmth, and love. She's there now, living the life I built. When the marriage ended, I thought I'd finally find some peace. I was wrong. They refused to pay child support, leaving me to shoulder the full burden of raising our children alone. I begged for even the smallest bit of help, for $5 so our youngest could have pizza at school. It didn't matter. They said no. Meanwhile, they were driving around in a brand new $120,000 truck. I hadn't worked in over a decade. My life had revolved around our children, our home, and our shared dreams. But overnight, I became a single parent with no income, no job experience, and no support. To make matters worse, I was left with $30,000 in debt owed to the government. Money that wasn't mine to owe but had been pinned on me anyway. The anxiety was crippling. There were nights I couldn't breathe, days when I couldn't eat. I felt like I was drowning and no one was there to pull me up. Some days, the only reason I got out of bed was because my children needed me. I didn't want them to see how close I was to breaking, but it was impossible to hide the truth forever. My youngest, just 10 years old, finally said what I knew they were feeling. I don't want to see them anymore. They don't care about us. Hearing those words broke me in ways I didn't know I could still break. I promised myself then and there that no matter how hard it got, I would never let my children feel abandoned again. I've realized that the person I thought I knew, the person I married, wasn't who they pretended to be. Their world revolves around themselves, their needs, their comfort, their image. The children they helped bring into this world are nothing more than an inconvenience to them. I'm still standing, but just barely. Some days the weight of what's happened feels unbearable. But when I look at my children, their resilience, their strength, their love, I know I can't give up. They are the only good thing to come out of all this pain, and I will fight with everything I have to give them a better life. This is my story. It's not the one I wanted, but it's the one I have. And even though it's messy and painful, I'm still here, writing it one day at a time. Because my children deserve a mother who doesn't give up. And that's a promise I refuse to break.